We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're at another secret location. Another abandoned place.
Mm-hmm. Looks interesting.
I wonder if we should
Broken windows. Sorry.
I was just thinking, I wonder if we should have done this as like a new video or just... Hi,
Well, it depends.
welcome to...
Well, it depends on what we. It depends on what we find in our other
It's
pictures.
screwed up now, so...
Yeah. This is what you get for not scripting.
But we weren't sure driving down. There was tracks in the dirt of the road.
But the windows are busted, so nobody's going to be living here.
Nobody can be living.
Yeah.
So we should be able to at least get some pictures, I hope, through a window.
Well, yeah.
If nothing else. Beautiful old barn in the field, too. So hopefully we can find some interesting stuff. And we have our socks tucked into our pants and everything so that ticks can be held off. But it's pretty chilly. I don't know if they'd be out and about
It's hard to say. I don't know either, really. But it's better, like I say, it's better to
So I'll turn the camera around so you can see just out the window. There we go.
I see they have an old rhubarb plant there, too, by the look of
Big
it.
lilac tree. Big, beautiful spruce. So we'll get out and take... Oh, that's something on the window. That wasn't an orb. That is a spot on the window. There we go. So these tracks are actually tractor tracks. I would assume that there's been a farmer in that field beside the house. So here we are. Beautiful old spruce. And obviously some child had a house in the tree. There's little slats for climbing on. So, quite lovely. Well, someone has been here recently as there's a satellite dish. So we'll take... Now it looks like that window's completely gone. So we'll just take a few photographs and we'll get back to you in a minute. Charlotte just took a few steps towards the house and lo and behold, no door. So we will get back to you in just a moment. There we go. Just a note to say, I find this very disturbing when you have a lovely old place.
Yeah, it's just...
People have broken and smashed everything. Like, what's the reason for pulling out the wiring of a lamp
I don't know.
in an old porch? So there we go. Very interesting.
Look at the beautiful...
There we go.
Look at the old door.
We got the door. So people are coming in here, obviously. Beautiful.
I know, that's beautiful there.
Old
that
archway.
That beautiful woodwork there.
Oh, I didn't bring my light in. See, I should have, because it's getting dark enough.
It's funny, look at the stairway there. It's like something's been rubbing against it or chewing it or something.
Well, that's weird.
Look, it looks like something's been rubbing against it, like an animal.
Like a bear? It could have been a pet dog, maybe.
Like a deer even, maybe.
Would they
say?
Oh no, this is scratched all to pieces.
Oh yeah, and so like, what's that all about?
Like really scratched.
I mean, that's not people. It must be some kind of animal coming in here and like...
Well, it can't be a cat because it's really tall. I'm not getting I'm going to use the flash to get it.
It could be a cat. I mean, a cat.
There we go. So you can really see the damage. Oops, I'm standing in the window. Light. It's really scratched all the way down. So, how many feet off the ground would you say that is? It's quite high.
Well, it is kind of tall, isn't it? It's hard to say what that could be.
They're sort of stand by the edge so we can see like how high on your body it goes up. Because it's, I can't think of a cat.
Maybe it's a wild cat.
Because that's up near the top of your hips. That's quite high up and quite like it's gouged.
But I mean, it looks like something's been scratching. I don't know what it would be, unless it was a raccoon or something. Well, I don't know whether the raccoons do that or not.
I don't know. I had a raccoon and it never did anything like that, but I don't know wild.
Well, yeah.
Very interesting though.
It is.
And I'll take a shot up the stairs.
I love it, looking up the stairs here.
It's getting dark enough that This camera's not really going to pick up much.
Yeah.
There's a closet here, but it's going to be so dark, you're not going to be able to see anything. And through into the kitchen. Not enough light to really see very well. There we go, there's back to the window again. And out.
Yeah,
Side into the back.
Somebody just did that deliberately. They just come in.
Like every window, I think, in the house has
Yeah.
been smashed. You would think if teenagers were coming in here to drink or party, they would want the place to stay all right. But no, somebody's come in and trashed everything. So here we are at the back of the building. The roof is still in fairly good shape, we were just saying a moment ago. That blue plastic gave me a little bit of a scare. I'll explain in a minute. Lovely barn in the back. There we go. I'll try and get back to the angle that I was when I first saw that blue plastic. I'd just come around the corner of the building and looked through. And I noticed a little bit of blue, and for a second it looked like an arm and someone kind of trying to hide from us. And I was like, oh, uh-oh. But no, just a blue piece of plastic. So, there we are.
There's photography, because they're really like roll.
There we go, yeah. And that's where the hydro line is still attached to that meter. Back to the front again. Big, beautiful tree. Spruce. Oil tank still attached. There's that barn that I like in the back. But we're not about to go through the fields to the barn. That's just, it's not going to happen. Oh, are we?
Oh, we seem to be very close.
Oh! I know what's wrong. Whoops. There we are. We'll have to edit that part out. Well, my God, it's just the top of your head. There we go. So what do you think?
I thought that was amazing. First time we've ever been able to actually get into an old abandoned building.
Yeah, that was
Because
really
it was all open. You could go in, you could go upstairs. So we got like how many 100 pictures?
Oh, we got a lot.
So we got a lot of pictures to go through, see if we actually got anything, but you know, still interesting.
There was only one. Oh, I see it. We got a feather in the way. There we go. I'm still.
Oh, yeah, you can just slip it up over
there we
top
go.
There, yeah.
I only got a weird feeling at the top of the stairs for a split second. Now, did you get?
Well, the only thing I got was sort of like just kind of like a feel of like a little cold, and the hair's going up on the back of your neck. Now, that could just be a draft. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
but
it's chilly
just,
tonight, but
yeah.
For a split second, and it was really fast, and I did take pictures from the area like behind me where I felt it, but I didn't see anything on film. We'll have to wait and see what we get.
Well, that's right, yeah.
I'll definitely do a clearing for the house.
Yeah, it would be good to do an EVP in there, but with all the traffic going by,
it's not
with the 401 over there and this highway here, all you're going to hear is traffic.
Well, and that's all you could hear. And it'll probably be on the film at some point because we filmed, do we film inside? And it's like, you know what?
Why not? You know, there's no sign saying no trespassing, so...
And there is a little thing upstairs that says, enter.
Yeah.
So technically, we were invited in. Of course, we're not vampires, so I don't know if that'll work or not. But people have damaged this place.
Yeah, all the windows are
Vandalism
smashed.
is awful.
People are probably going in there and partying. And,
well, there was a wine bottle, a beer bottle, a bunch of juice bottles. So I don't know what kind of a teenagers breaking in and drinking like Sunny D and lemonade. But very interesting. It's just a shame that they broke all the windows for no apparent reason. And some of the electrical lamp or whatever it was like pulled, and all the wires are just hanging out. But then we found a light on the hydrometer is still working, and the wires are still hooked up to the pole. So it's like, I don't know if I'd want to be touching the wires in this house.
I don't know. I don't know whether... I mean, if nobody's living there to pay the bill, it must be disconnected. Like, it must be...
Like, it was blinking off and on. It was going 88888, and then it was 5. The numbers were 5 something, and then it went back 888.
Yeah.
So there must be...
that's what ours does. But I think, like, ours has a little green light. If there's a little red light on, it probably means it's disconnected. It probably means there's no...
Okay, well, that would make sense.
Even though there's wires going in, they probably cut off the power because...
Well, you would think they would have to.
Yeah.
And we did find the basement stairs.
But we didn't go down.
Pitch black down there.
Yeah.
So you couldn't see. I thought it was a closet. And then you took a picture and went, I think these are the stairs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I took pictures in there. But obviously, if I just taken 3 or 4 foot step forward to see what was at the back of the closet, I would have been in the basement.
Well, yeah. Oh, thank goodness you didn't.
So... And, of course, I've got flashlights, and they were in the car.
Well, yeah.
In the house. But it was
I
fairly bright.
don't have a flashlight in the car. I should have, but I don't.
I've got 2 in.
But I don't think I'd want to go down, because you don't know what condition the stairs are in to begin with, going down. The ones going up are sturdy enough.
Oh, yeah, they were. Although that one stair creaked when you stepped on
well,
it.
Yeah.
And I panicked for a second. It's like, uh-oh. She goes, no, it's just the old wood. And it's really damp today.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm very excited that we got in there. 2 places, and they were both open. But that first one, I wouldn't have taken a step into that place.
It was too dilapidated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to find some more exciting places. And I can't wait to see what the pictures show.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw anything here, but definitely
Not really,
in the
but
old
you never
barn
know
and the other site.
You don't know what's going to show up until we look at the pictures. So,
but if I will do a long distance clearing anyway, because there's a lot of teenagers here. There's a lot of aggressive behavior that's happened here. So I'll definitely do a clearing. Don't have to do it right this minute, and I can do it from anywhere. So
yeah,
that will definitely happen whether we come back or not. So I was like, can't wait for pictures.
I know, it'll be nice. It'd be interesting to come in at night sometime, maybe in the fall.
With a big flashlight.
Well, we have to have lights, but just to, because you get a different ambience when it's dark.
And I do have a black light flashlight, which might show up different things.
Yeah.
Although anything that's white's going to glow really bright. But if there's something in the air or something that we're not seeing, like bugs and things, they'll really...
I mean, that is the thing about the late fall. Like, if it's like cold, you're not going to get the bugs. But I mean, there was moths and mosquitoes, and sometimes it's kind of hard to... tell whether it's a real orb or whether it's an insect.
Well, depending on how the light reflects back, you can sort of determine, because a piece of dust or an insect will reflect a solid light back.
Yeah, well, that's true, yeah.
And it's much brighter, an orb can be very faded. But then other things can do that too. It's sort of like...
it's hard to be sure.
But I have to admit that in the barn at the other site, I caught it at the far end, and by the time I took the second picture, she was taking pictures, but in a different angle, and it was in there. Dust meanders really slowly, and whatever this was moved from one end of the barn to the other, like it had to be going really fast. And if it was a bug or a moth, it wouldn't be going that fast. We would have seen it.
And they tend to kind of dipsy-doodle around.
Yeah, they don't go in a straight line.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see. So I guess until we get a chance to look at the photographs, and see you next time. Bye from Michelle.
From Charlotte.
And we'd like to know what makes you say...
Wow.
Oh, gosh, we're getting good at this.
We are.